My name is Eartha. I'm from Hogsback in the Eastern Cape and I'm 19 years old. So moving from a small village to a big city was a big change. Although Joburg I found was quite easy to adapt to. Although it's very hard to move around. It's so big you end up getting unnoticed, so you don't feel so overwhelmed. So it was a little hard at first, but after a while it became easy. Finding a job was not easy. In Hogsback, it's a small community, people know you, you just ask for a job or they offer you a job without you even asking. Whereas in Joburg, nobody knows you, they don't know your experience. You have to put everything on a CV and just hope it's good enough. If you've grown up in a city, I think it's easier to find opportunities. You might know where to look. If you have family members, I didn't have a lot of family or friends in Joburg. Most of my family is from the Eastern Cape and Western Cape, so I kind of came out on my own. So it was a bit tricky in that sense for me. But I suppose if you're settled, then it's probably a lot easier if you know your way around. The good thing about Joburg is the culture. I rather love the culture. I'm an artist, so I look around at the architecture and it's mesmerizing, all the different periods you can see and all of that. So Joburg's full of culture and you can find a place in it quite easily. You feel like you belong because everybody's so different and diverse. So in high school I took visual arts and design as my main subjects. I did do a computer subject, but it was more of a office work subject, not really any coding. After school I was going to take a gap year and my brother told me to try the We Think Code online test. I took it just for the fun of it and then I ended up making it into the boot camp, and once I started coding I fell in love. So it's all I could see myself doing. It's surprisingly there is a lot of art in it because it's a lot of problem solving, and that brings the creative mindset in, and there's a lot of UI, user interface that requires a creative mind. So the great thing about We Think Code is it's not teaching us all to be the same, it's encouraging us to be diverse and bring together our differences to work well together and make great programs and all of that. If I hadn't had any IT exposure, I wouldn't have thought I could have done it. I used to hand my phone to my brother for the tiniest of things, like please root my phone, do this, I don't know how to do it. I didn't think I could do these kind of things. It only was when I tried to do them, when I put myself out there, that I actually discovered I can do them. I'm not as untech as I thought I was. The biggest way to attract the youth is through the youth itself. It's easy enough for people who the youth see as having lots of experience, older, not understanding their situations, to come and tell them what they think they should do. The youth listen to their peers. I've seen it through volunteer work where I've tried to teach young girls how to code and all of that. They learned most from each other. If I told them something, they didn't really get it. If one of their peers taught them the same thing, they got it way easier. So you'd have to, social media is obviously a major way to spread things. But yeah, ultimately peer-to-peer is how to get things out.